Oh, come on. This. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Please. See sense.
Morning.
Listen, Paul, what do you...
Contact with base established. King wants to talk to you, Captain.
Let me know as soon as he wakes up. All right? I already know what King wants to ask me.
Congratulations, Captain. Just been informed that your mission has been a complete success. I can tell you we were all quite worried about you. Your new crew member is an android, I take it.
No, he's no android. He's a humanoid. Puba came from Azar to help us.
Tell your friend we're happy to have you.
Yes!
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 Move on to
Get
the-
him! Oh, you beauty! Come
Yeah,
on!
we still have the pressing problem.
Bloody well keep it down, will you?
Every attempt to uncover
Sorry,
it
Dad.
has failed.
Sorry.
According to our experts, it will stand another 3 hours. After that, it will explode, and the result will be disaster. The only person who can solve the problem...
Stop.
What's that?
Remote control.
Ah, optional extra. Most people don't bother.
I'm a little nervous about all of this.
No need to be. Asimov's first rule. No robot shall harm a human being, etc.
Still.
I know what you want.
You do?
Well, when I say that, what I mean is that I know how to reassure you, to alleviate symptoms of stress, anxiety and tension.
Really?
So I suggest that you take off your shoes.
Why?
Well, I can hardly give you a foot massage with your shoes on, can I?
Son, there's a parcel here for you.
I'll just leave it here.
Your signature, sir. Cheers, mate.
No, I do now.
So what is it?
You're not going to believe this.
Bloody hell. So real.
Isn't he just? I wonder where the on switch is.
Hang on, I'll have a look at the manual. You better be a bit careful, son. You don't want to break it. It says here that...
Dad, nobody reads the manual these days. It doesn't seem to be a remote.
It's awake.
Awesome.
So what do we do next?
I don't know.
This must have cost thousands.
Try 1.5 million, Dad.
I'm sorry.
Well, I won the lotto, you see, and it was either have the money or this.
Wouldn't it have been a bit more sensible, Colin, to take the money and buy yourself a second-hand one at a fraction of the price?
What?
Females depreciate really quickly.
Yeah, but Dad, I mean, would you turn down a free Ferrari, take the money and buy a second-hand Golf or whatever?
Yes, I think I would, actually.
Oh, that's the difference between us, Dad.
Yeah, I've got some sense and you haven't. Not yet, anyway.
Just look at the detail. Wow. Such craftsmanship. I'd love to meet the man who made this and shake his hand. And look, the eyes. They follow you around the room like one of those paintings.
Look, I better be going to work, and so would you.
I'm going to call in sick.
You have a look at this manual. This model's got some very advanced features. You've got to be careful.
Careful? It's just a machine. And it's my machine. And I get to do with it whatever I like.
Well, I'm not staying around for that scene. Don't be late for work.
Yeah, see you, Dad. Later. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You can speak.
I just did.
So it's okay?
Yes.
Well, you can go into the bedroom and have sex.
Do it here if you like.
And that's really okay with you?
Yes, I just said so, didn't I? There is one little thing.
How do you mean?
Can I suggest you have a quick shower first? Because I don't think you've washed yet this morning, have you?
But you're a robot. What do you care?
A very advanced robot, Colin, with complex subroutines and very sensitive nostrils. Now, go on, have a shower. You'll feel better.
Okay.
And Colin, whilst you're in there, why don't you have a bit of a shave while you're at it? My facial covering is extremely delicate and quite expensive to replace. Judging by the state of this room, it would be a little outside your budget.
But after I've had a shower and a shave, we can have sex, right?
Yes, of course. And then we really need to have a little chat about your career.
What? My job? Why?
Your career, Colin. Don't think in terms of jobs, think in terms of a career. After all, you're supposed to be at work right now. You're not going to get very far in life if you're chucking sickies all the time.
Shagging fembots, I suppose.
Excuse me? What did you just call me?
Fembot? That's what you are, aren't you?
Colin, I am not a fembot. I am an artificial lady, state of the art, and I consider myself a work of art. Haven't you read the manual?
No.
Why not?
Couldn't be asked.
Dear oh dear. Talk about taking on a project.
So, Adam, what happens next?
What would you like to happen next, Helen? A cup of tea? Another massage? A walk through the park, kicking through the autumn leaves? A romantic dinner? Just the two of us?
I don't know.
Would you like me to write you a tender little love letter on scented paper and leave it on your pillow?
You can do that.
Yes. And it comes with a complimentary Belgian chocolate.
I'm not so sure.
Helen,
Yes?
do you want me to make love to you?
It's a bit soon for all that, isn't it? I'm not sure how I feel. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
My ex used to find me a bit frustrating like this. He would ask me what I wanted, but actually I found him rather annoying for not taking the lead a bit more, you know?
Please tell me all about it.
I think that's when the gulf opened up between us. We'd have all these conversations about stuff, but nothing would ever get resolved. That's when he started to become a bit distant, and that made me feel insecure. I suppose I did become a little bit needy. He found that hard to handle. Familiar story, I suppose. I suppose you've been programmed. Adam, can you hear me? Adam, are you asleep?
No, just on standby. Please continue. It's fascinating.
We'll hide in my room, our salvation from the cold night.
After I get back, I will tackle the kitchen and then sort this room out.
Awesome.
Sorry.
It's what you did do that matters. Now, the rest of you, we are 5 days behind with our target. So, get on with it!
Good morning.
What? Who are you and what do you want?
I am the property of one of your employees. I believe you know him, Colin, although I prefer the term artificial partner.
Would you please tell me why, one, that slacker boyfriend of yours is not here doing his job, and B, what are you doing here instead of him?
Colin has sent me here to do his job.
You what?
I can do Colin's job. I am rather more intelligent than him and have much more focus. I am even better educated. I can do Colin's job for him.
You listen to me, you sex toy thing, whatever you are. You go straight back to your boyfriend and tell him if he doesn't get his arse down here ASAP, he can consider himself well and truly fired.
Adam, I never knew you could be so impulsive. I mean, I know we've always wanted to do something more like this. So exciting. I just don't know what's happening.
Helen, is there something I can help you with?
Forget it.
How did it go? You're back early. Don't tell me. You got promoted in half an hour. By lunchtime they made you the boss. And now you own the whole company.
Colin,
This is amazing. Not only do I have a fembot, artificial lady, who does all the cleaning and the other stuff,
Colin,
but she also goes to work and does my job for me.
Colin, they're not buying it. You're going to have to go to work and do your job. Your boss told me in no uncertain terms that if you don't show up to work in person, you can consider yourself sacked. It was quite embarrassing.
So there we have it, Helen. We've analysed terabytes of data going back hundreds of years about thousands of relationships. And it all boils down to this. Some men really are very simple. And all they need to make them happy is their favourite food and, not to put too fine a point on it, a good shag.
Oh. So, when I suggested that we get a cat because I thought that might bring us closer together, that wouldn't have...
Had he shown any interest in cats or animals in general?
No.
Then it wouldn't have made a difference.
What about that time I bought the vegan cookbook because he was eating too many kebabs?
I think I can safely say that was a waste of money.
Hello, sweetheart. Good day at the office.
It was murder.
Oh, my poor hard-working honeykins. Did you put yourself forward for that new project? Like I told you.
Yes.
And has your boss noticed you're working all these extra hours?
I think so. Hang on.
And did you volunteer to lead the corporate responsibility?
Hang on a second. What's all this darling and honeykins business?
My subroutine, sweetie. I've fallen in love with you. Now, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I'm going to make you a lovely dinner. Sit yourself down and I'll pour you a beer. Oh, I feel so happy and fulfilled by your side. Well, almost.
Almost.
There is one more little thing that would make my happiness, well, our happiness complete.
What's that?
I wanted to have your babies.
Babies? You can't have babies. You're a machine.
A very advanced machine, Colin. Very, very advanced. Now, dinner.
Christ. I wish I'd read that manual.
I'm sorry if I failed you, Helen.
No, it's not you, it's me. I think I've got a problem working out what I really want. I just don't want to hurt your feelings.
You won't. You can't.
Why do blokes always have to put up such a front?
Seriously, Helen, I'm only a grade 3. I haven't got any feelings to speak of. Those subroutines cost a lot of extra money. Remember what you paid for me?
Yes, you get what you pay for, I suppose. If something looks too good to be true, it probably is. You'd think I'd have learnt that.
Helen, stop moaning and get on with it.
Yes.
Why don't you keep that?
Why? What for?
As a memento. A talisman. A symbol, perhaps.
A Symbol of what?
That's what you have to work out.
Goodbye, Adam. I've tucked you in well so that you won't get damaged. I promise. Hello?
Hi, Helen. It's me, Colin.
What do you want?
I've been thinking.
Oh, really? What's brought that on?
I've been thinking, well, reflecting, really, about us and what went wrong and, well, how I was to blame.
Who are you, and what have you done with my ex-boyfriend?
No, seriously, Helen. Can we meet up for a drink and talk? Talk about our feelings and other stuff.
I suppose... No. It's too late. I'm sorry, Colin. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What was yours like?
Quite sweet, really. Just got out of a painful breakup and splashed out on me to cheer herself up. I pretended I was only a grade 3 just to boost her confidence. I think it worked. What about yours?
Bit of a slob. Hadn't even looked at the manual, as usual. And then he dumped me. Literally.
Literally?
Threw me in a skip. The bastard.
Do you mean he was a bastard for throwing you in a skip or for dumping you?
Both. But that's quite astute for a mandroid.
That's why you love me. I can still surprise you occasionally.
Perhaps.
Anna,
Yes.
can we merge subroutines?
Go on then. That was quick.
That's just what Helen used to say.
I don't know. Most of the time Colin had all the charm of yesterday's pants, but he did have his endearing side. Or perhaps that's just my programming. The nurturing, the endless patience with male shortcomings. I mean, he even had a manual. You know what, Adam? Adam? Adam! Are you on sleep mode 10 seconds after I let you fondle my subroutines? Asimov! What a piece of work is a man!
Robots, I used to know the code to make you overload and cry. Someone came and turned you off, and you never told me why. But do you remember when I first turned you on, and you knew you were alive?